Set in the Chronicles of Darkness, Vampire to Requiem. Requiem, London. It is another clear night in London as the pale moon shines bright in the sky. And a small coterie of kindred, Alycat, Audrey, and Ben, will rise from their slumber. A long night is ahead of them. You all meet up around one of Foster's garages. Not the one in Ealing. This is one in Hillingdon, on the East End. There, the car that was wrecked in the street race. The not Elysium, air quotes. Crash has been taken to, or the wrecked car has been taken to that garage. Foster has given you a call. He's been keeping it preserved until you've had a chance to take a look at it. He's already had a look. You've been told that the owner will also be there.
Alright. Oh, it's time. Alright. So, Ben will do what every good maquette should do and immediately spirits touches the car.
Okay, well first, don't you wanna say hi to Foster? Jeez.
Oh yeah, he'll say hi to Foster first. I forgot. I didn't realize Foster was there.
Of course Foster's there.
Look, just because people don't notice the maquette doesn't mean they're not gonna notice the data.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, no. I thought Foster sent us a call to be here, and then the other guy was here.
Both of them are here. Foster's made some time in his night for this because it's important.
Fair enough.
The controversy surrounding the race as a result of his crash needs to be resolved, and he has some of his own findings too.
Yeah. Harpy's been trying to stick her nose in this particular situation. Miss Ambro.
Is it okay to smoke in here?
Yeah, find a smoke in there, Jesus Christ.
Cool. That's up cigarette.
It's not like I regularly have a pack of cigars.
Mm-hmm.
When you can find them.
All the time, what?
Oh, don't get me caught in your little prank war thing, please. Please.
Audrey just smiles at Ben.
The smile of soon.
Smile of soon to you. Did you find anything looking at the car? I'll see.
Not really. I mean, it's judging from what I've already been told, and what I can tell from the wreckage. He shows you it's being like suspended right now.
Mm-hmm.
When we got there, it clearly it rammed a fucking lamppost. Clearly swerved right into it, onto the path. Front end is, well, I've already sad to say, but it's unfucking salvageable.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's about all I have really. There was it was an accident or something. He hit a fucking lamppost. Lamppost was fucked. The car was fucked. The driver was slightly less fucked, but if he wasn't a kindred, he'd probably be fucking dead, given the speed he was driving at.
Hmm.
No, I wouldn't expect most people to survive that.
Hmm.
The car didn't have, the most robust safety features. Wasn't really a priority. I'm sure Villegas can tell you more about that.
Okay.
But
Cool.
yeah. Now, what caused the swerve? I asked Villegas. He said there wasn't, which confuses the shit out of me. Apparently, the car decided to drive into the lampposts of its own accord. But you couldn't ask him about that.
Hmm.
That's just what he told me. I mean, I guess, I don't know. The world's capable of some crazy shit. He could also be bullshitting to save face. I mean, he did lose.
Hmm.
And if he is bullshitting to save face, I'm gonna be real pissed off because it's put me and Audrey in a fucking weird spot.
I mean, Foster, to be fair, the man did just take off at almost a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
You think some guy was behind it? Apparently, it was a guy sitting on a bench nearby. A Praetorior chase after him. He dashed off.
Hmm. Interesting.
Which is saying a lot because Villegas B is pretty fucking fast when he wants to be. Not quite as fast as his ride, but close to it.
Hmm. That would be an amusing race. It's a dead sprint. Anyways, I'm gonna do my thing with the car.
Right, you do your distant macaque stare where you have some sort of psychedelic bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah. And Ben's gonna spirits touch the car.
Alright, make me a check.
It's wits occult plus aspects.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot of dice for Ben.
He sees
It's
things,
11.
man. He sees things.
It's 11 whole dice. 6 successes.
Oh wow, okay.
Nice.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna double check what an exceptional success does for you.
It's I get an additional dice when doing things with the thing. A bonus dice when using and interacting with it for the rest of the scene.
Oh, that's less useful given that it's the wreckage of a car.
Yeah. Like maybe I can find something in the glove box or something. I don't know.
So, what questions do you want to ask me? You have 6 questions to ask.
So Audrey said that he kind of just like randomly went at a 90-degree angle, right?
Yeah, Audrey, you remember he sort of just fucking swerved off the road. It was weird because it was a straight stretch, like he had no reason to turn at all. And there was no oncoming vehicle.
What so my first question is what caused you to swerve?
You feel yourself in the car, racing down the road, breakneck speeds. It's might be a bit unsettling to Ben, given that it's not exactly a comfortable experience being driven around like this.
Yeah.
Particularly since he's opposed to Audrey doing it before.
Yeah.
Going extremely fast, straight down again a long stretch of road. The driving wheel firmly held by a man you do not see, but you know is Judah Villegas.
Mm-hmm.
He continues to drive down the road, but as he continues to drive, after a few seconds, you begin to see blood red webs forming around the vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
and wrapping itself around the wheel, and then it's this sort of flow down to the floor of the vehicle. It's almost as if they are yanked violently as Judah loses control of his vehicle. Slamming into the lamppost as he goes flying from it. As the silhouette of a spider sort of sits in the corner of the vehicle, the one that wove the webs. Your vision ends.
Can I ask the car what's... Well, let me see what the sample questions are real quick. Close this book. Sample questions strongest much associated with this object. What is the spider's association to the car? / who is the spider associated to in the vision?
Your beast cannot answer that question as it has no relation to the car.
There's no relation to the car. Okay, cool.
When you ask questions in Auspex with Auspex 2 or Spirit's Touch, it has to be about the subject that you're using Auspex on. It's why Lay Open the Mind is somewhat more powerful, is you can ask these questions, you can read the mind of an individual to gain information that is only tangential to them or not related to them.
Yeah. I gotcha. Still wouldn't help with the car, though.
Could maybe ask who's been close to the car, like prior to the race.
Yeah. Was anybody close to the car prior to the race? Outside of Vergas or probably Foster?
Oh
no, Chris, I have a very important question real fast.
Oh yeah?
Was the car covered in glitter after it crashed?
Jesus Christ.
It was not.
Oh, good.
You would not be having this conversation with your sire if it was. get a vision. Of a garage, you see. You see a man working on the car under the supervision of Viligus. You see him tuning up the engine, checking the tires, making sure everything is in order before Viligus gets in the car, thanks him and drives away. You see a vision of Viligus and Foster at the event, and you see this woman sort of eyeing up the vehicle curiously. I'm gonna give you her image in the chat. She is a dark-skinned woman with long dreads that are light blue. Have been dyed a light blue. Large circular earrings. An Adidas tank top, an orange hoodie, and a cap. Distinctive blue fingernails. She looks quite unique. A little bit out there.
A little bit out there.
1 second. Oh, I need to.
In my notes, she is now Blue Dreads Girl.
Yeah, 1 second.
It's a good look. I imagine she rocks it.
Used to have blue dreads.
Nice.
Blue, black, and white.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, she was one of the people keeping the boons, right?
No. You vaguely remember she put one down. Not for Viligus, though.
Who did she put one down for?
I can't quite remember. Was it Alycat or Audrey?
No, because no one went and put boons down on me.
Nobody put boons on Audrey. I think the only person who would have been me. But I was
I
taking
think it was Alycat she put boons down for.
Yeah.
Oh well, fuck me.
Oh, good.
Don't believe you called her name, though.
Yep. Yeah.
You have 4 more questions to ask.
4 more questions. I don't think the question of was that a kindred power really applies to the car. The car would know that. But I feel like I already have the answer to that.
I'll BRB for a moment while you can think on your questions.
Were there any questions that you were thinking that I should ask?
You could ask, like, in relation to the question you just asked before, could ask if the spider had been in the car the entire race, or if it came in like right before it happened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a question. That's good. I think the spider's a metaphor.
It is, but like either it's been like placed when the car kind of came around a corner or came into sight of probably the guy sitting on the bench, or the thing had been placed in there before. It's kind of waiting for the opportune moments.
Yeah.
Other than that, Jesus.
I got like 6 successes.
You get so many successes, man. Now we have to come up with weird questions to ask.
You could
Yeah.
ask the
Like
car
Diesel.
if it has any final wishes.
like I did for the fucking for the boat. God. That's funny.
Audrey would ask it if it had any final wishes. Just
Audrey's
saying.
like, Audrey goes, can you ask it if the car has any final wishes? Pouting at him. Ben in a trance. It's like, what? Foster in the corner like, God damn it, Audrey.
I mean, it's never gonna race again. It's like a horse. It's done. You gotta put it down.
I mean, no one says that it's never gonna race again.
Foster said it's never gonna race again.
It's an inanimate object. It's an inanimate object. Who cares?
You can still salvage things from the car.
Yeah.
So
you get out of the straight.
Get a second life.
I'm straight up gonna ask you that in character. And be like, did you ask it if it had any final wishes? Go ahead and tell me it's an animate object with no feelings. Go ahead, do it. I dare you.
An animate object with no feelings.
Ben's just there listening, but just staring at the car, like.
You know what? If it's an inanimate object with no emotions or feelings, then how the fuck is he asking it questions?
Because it's an inanimate object. It can't ask other questions. I don't know how this vampire shit works, man. Just punch things.
Ben also doesn't understand how this works. Ben just uses it and it just comes back with information.
I mean, Ali has Aspect 1. I don't think she's ever used it.
Oh, you get that because of your bloodline, right? No.
Oh, no, I just bought it.
Just bought it, yeah. Oh, oof. I mean, Aspect 1's pretty good. I guess, was the attack on the car malicious?
Mm-hmm.
That might be good. Or what were the feelings associated with the attack on the car?
That would be a good one.
I think that one's good.
I was in pain.
Well, I mean, like, what was it? Like, because it would give me, like, what was coming from Vergus, or Vedras, V-Man. Call him V-Man now, I don't know how to pronounce his name. From the V-Man, and then what the car, and then what possibly the attacker was.
I wonder if it was an attack. I'm not sure if you can ask a question like this, but like I wonder if it was an attack made on wanting someone else to win or wanting to destroy the V-Man. I also don't want to pronounce his name.
What was the intention behind the attack?
Yeah.
Or what was the... Because there's sample questions, hold on.
There could be... Like, the way I see it, there can be 3 reasons. Like, either it is to place Foster in a bad light, or it could be to make sure that V-Man didn't win, or it could be to make sure that someone else had a better shot at winning.
So the questions are like, who last touched/owned this? What's the strongest emotion associated with the object? What's the object? What was the object being used for the strongest point of emotion?
Mm. That's all for the
I'm not-
car, not for the.
Well, because it's what was the object being used for? Because hypothetically, it being used to create a bad situation for the Carthians might override however V-Man was feeling.
That might be, yeah.
Okay.
Hello. You missed our comedic aside. Audrey just screaming at Ben, being like, "Ask it if it has any final wishes."
Does Audrey even know what Auspex is?
No.
She knows that Ben stares at the wall sometimes.
Yeah. And then
And
And that he
a
does weird
suspicious amount of
maquette
insight
things.
from the wall.
Yep, he does. It's creepy.
I think you would set up the Foster, and Foster would create a dent in the car with his head. Just like, God damn it, Audrey. Okay, so I have a question. So I'm actually going to use the 2 ones from the book because they're actually pretty good for this. What is the strongest emotion associated with the object?
So you race down the road, you sense intensity, excitement, no small amount of fear, and then you sense anger, rage, indignation. That is all.
Just excitement, intensity, fear.
And then rage and indignation. Specifically, that is the form of rage you feel. As if someone has had something taken away from them or stolen from them and they are angry at that.
Okay, let's yeah, that's probably our boy V-Man because I don't know how to pronounce his actual name.
Villagers.
Actually, a good
Very
question, and this might be: did he also feel something like recognition, or was he surprised?
That's
Like-
why I set up all next questions for Vergus.
No recognition. No recognition at all.
You said indignation.
Indignation.
How dare they?
What was the? So I'm gonna use the other one from the book, unless somebody else has a better idea.
Go for it.
Okay. What was the object being used for at the point of strongest emotion?
May I ask for a quick clarification?
It is. It's just one of the questions from the book. So what was the so during that strongest point, during the previous strongest point of emotion, right, that we were just talking about, what was the car being used for?
Was it being used for something other than like its intended purpose, essentially?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm more or less trying to
Obviously.
figure out if because like the very simple answer is the race, but like it could be revenge or something else, which would allude to something else, right? What I imagine is that point of strongest emotion for the car.
You have a vision of the race unfolding before you. Villagers overtaking everyone, being followed by a spontaneous crash. You see And the car crashes. You see a bench not far away from it. Barely a few meters from the crash. You see a sort of blurred silhouette of a man whose image is not immediately clear in, well, in the carnage and the flashing lights. He's wearing a long coat, a cap. He has a balaclava on. He as your vision ends, you see he's on his phone. He puts it down and then he turns to look at the vehicle and directly at you.
Oh, that's not creepy. Mm-hmm.
He's covered in these long red webs.
Interesting.
Like there are just red cobwebs hanging off of him almost.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I guess, could I ask what his intention was through the car?
The car would not know the intention of a man.
Fair enough. I'm not...
It can maybe tell you what the man did, if there's a connection
what did-
there, but it wouldn't be able to tell you what his intentions were.
Sure. What did the man do? Farted. Sorry, I have a decent idea. I'm curious if I can get an answer.
As the car drives down the road, speeding onwards, you see the red cobwebs on the steering wheel again. You see it yanked, you see it swerve into the lamppost at breakneck speed.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Then we'll retract.
A thing to notice is that in your vision, the driver does not appear to notice the cobwebs.
Hmm. And we'll retract from his vision, squinting at the car, thinking to himself, well, I mean, I don't think anybody would be surprised if I were to say that it was kindred discipline, most likely. Can I also roll intelligence politics to see if I know who that man is? Like, just based off of the description?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm actually going to have to look some stuff up here because merits
By the
are
way-
involved.
Does Ben give like the full explanation?
Oh, fuck. Does he have that one Carthian merit? No, you weren't on that one, Carthian, right? I think he's a Victus.
Hey, Matt, do you tell the class basically? Do you tell us
I mean, like,
what to
if
tell?
I am allowed to, however, I'm not sure what the merits that are being used will do.
Fair enough.
You may roll me in politics -5 dice.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. -5 dice. Okay. I'm spending a willpower. So
That's
that will
probably-
be 4 to 7. It brings me down to 2. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
You can do it. I believe in you. Ulu also believes in you.
He does.
Nope.
God damn it.
Nope.
No idea who the guy is. He didn't have a good image of them in the vision because the car was moving so quickly. And while it came to a sudden halt, the bright lights, the flashing lights, and the sort of wanton carnage in the immediate aftermath sort of limited your view of them. You didn't really have a very good look at them.
Yeah.
But even from what you saw, you're not even sure you'd be able to give them a name.
Yeah. Then size. Well, that's at least something, I guess. Ben will walk over to the V-Man. So can you tell me, in your own words, what happened?
So you walk over to Vilius and he's just sort of looking at his vehicle rather upset, vexated. And he sort of turns to you, a little bit surprised. Oh. Right. Well,
Chris.
oh, yeah.
No, love.
Good
Gonna
night.
keep telling you to
Alright,
go
yeah.
downstairs, mate.
Alright. Okay.
Have you finished?
Mm-hmm. Nini.
Huh?
Night night.
No, no. Don't forget to go
Okay,
downstairs.
I know. Alright. Oh, well. I was saying I was muted for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Just speeding on down, and I mean, I was ahead, and it had been a few minutes since the race had started. Everything looked pretty smooth sailing. Everybody had fallen behind me. Someone had crashed. I think it was Audrey, I can't remember. But as I was just driving down the road, it's like steering in the vehicle just took on a mind of its own. Just yanked itself to the right. I don't know why. Crashed head on into a lamppost or a street light. Was thrown from my vehicle. It fucking hurt.
Yeah.
And I was pretty pissed. I'd put a fair bit of money into that vehicle. Then I just picked myself up, I saw another kindred sitting on the bench nearby, which obviously isn't any coincidence.
Mm.
So I decided to ask him what the fuck he did to my vehicle. He just stared at me, ran into a side street. I tried to chase after him. I used the gifts of the blood. I'd say I knew nobody was around, but to be honest, I was still kind of reeling and I wasn't super sure what's going on. Thought I could just tackle him to the ground, but when I got into the alleyway, he vanished. Fucking asshole.
Chris, you wanna know what I just remembered?
Mm-hmm.
This is the same guy who gave Ben the information at the shard. Because it matches the description
It definitely
that you
does.
gave me.
Oh dear.
Well. Was there anything that you noticed about the man in particular? Just...
Yeah, I got a pretty good look at him. Stared directly at me. Pretty sure he had some smug ass smirk behind his mask.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like he was in, I don't know, his late 30s. Didn't, his face was pretty well covered, but only from the bottom up. Had just a plain black balaclava on. Baseball cap. Long coat.
Like tracksuit sort of thing underneath.
He had like a jumper.
Yeah.
Zip jumper.
Mm.
That's about it though. I think I saw him when I was picking myself up. He was putting away his phone.
Yeah.
Chris,
Mm-hmm.
we maybe make like an, I don't know, into occult roll to see what kind of,
Yeah.
it can be used through phone. At least from a direction, like which direction we need to search.
Yeah, I was going to ask if there's any kindred power that allows people to control machinery.
You can make an int plus occult check, -3 dice. The knowledge is obscure.
Yeah.
Lol.
Luckily, I have 3 dice.
In theory, I should be lowering it by
I had
-4 or
4,
5,
but then -1 or -3 will give me a 1 dice.
If you want to reduce it by that much, you can reduce it by that much. It's up to you, Chris. It's your game.
Considering spending a willpower, though.
I cannot spend another willpower, unfortunately.
And I
Nope.
technically can.
You do as you please.
Okay, fuck it. I'll try it with the willpower.
Do it, Alycat. Believe.
Port Wooloo. Stand by me.
Meanwhile, Audrey's just over here
No.
like
Damn
beating
it,
a
support
bird.
Wooloo.
Oh no!
Lulu has rolled away.
Oh, I can't. I'm holding him.
Ah, that's cute. Thank you.
Why do you have to betray me like that?
He doesn't betray you. He's just saving your good luck for better rolls.
But willpower, bro.
He's thinking ahead.
Thinking ahead.
Oh.
Who knows
Trust in
best?
the floof.
Trust in the
Okay,
floof.
fine. I trust in you.
Yeah, you're what was it?
Of course, you need to finish up the note test. Got to be up at 7.
Okay.
No.
You're not aware of any power that could do this. Using technology or manipulating technology through the blood or using as a conduit or anything like that is very rare among the kindred, if not impossible. Like, some blood sorcery, maybe, but not even that. You've never heard of blood sorcery interacting with tech like this.
It's definitely not grown.
Hmm. See, I'm debating if I could auspex this man. This is investigation. Is investigation. Hold on, let me see. Let me see the sort of questions I can ask. Real quick, just so better idea.
Sold the rights to the remix to the highest bidder. Man, they really should have kept looking.
Ben's gonna
What is this?
uncanny
sorry.
perception. Him just ask a couple of questions.
Did they just?
Do the good old maquette sniff.
By all means.
Does Ben actually sniff this man?
I imagine the beast is.
As an aside, have you made physical contact with this man?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, Ben does not make physical
Take
contact.
the battle start animation from actual
very
Diamond
concerning.
and Pearl without, like, honestly, I don't think
Audrey,
they
you know what that
changed
means,
anything
right?
about this.
I
Faithful
should pick Ben
remix.
up and toss him?
Dude, I was so
Oh,
excited
group
to
hug.
see Spear Pillar on the
Group
Switch,
hug.
and now
Hey,
I
success.
can
Man,
imagine
that's rough.
exactly what Spear Pillar is going to look like. We were robbed
Nine
today,
dice.
chat.
With nine
For
again.
one thing that I was
rough.
excited for, I didn't
To all
have
the
any
shitters that were
expectations.
complaining about Diamond and Pearl potentially looking like Pokemon Let's Go. Look
Sometimes
what you
just
did.
don't like you.
This is your fault. I hate you.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I
They,
guess it's like a
because, I feel
stylistic
like that
thing.
is a
Maybe
good
some
idea
people
that it
like
was at
this
least
style.
a kindred power.
I'm
He
just
doesn't
very
know what it is,
disappointed.
but I think he
I think this
knows.
looks cool. I think this looks like legit. Just looks like what. I just don't understand what the point of a remake is. If
What a question.
Yeah, it's one question.
this is how it's gonna look, you know what I mean?
They just put a 3D filter on its Sag.
It's just worse because you don't have a second screen to have the UI on. I don't understand what the point of a remake is if the technical capacities seem to be pretty much the same,
I actually have a very
except
interesting question. Did Bastard Man, as I will now affectionately call him because Ben doesn't know his name, did Bastard Man do what I'm doing to you? Did he use Auspex on you? Is a better way of phrasing it.
Your beast reach out into this man's soul, into Villigus' soul, looking for the residue of another, and it finds some. It finds the remnants of another Auspex user. The fingerprints of this man are plastered all over Villigus.
Ben will probably just be
You-
shot back out. Any other information, or just is all?
That's all. It's clear Auspex was used on Villigus by this mysterious assailant.
Mm-hmm. Then we'll come back out. Huh. I appreciate you answering my questions. As little as they are.
No problem. Anything so I can get a private word of the asshole trashed my car.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm pretty sure it's another maquette. Might be difficult. However, I believe. If I had to guess. Doesn't explain what happened with the car, though. But for him being able to run away from you, to him disappearing in the alleyway, he even used the maquette sight on you.
Could he have had an accomplice?
Or how do you know that?
What?
Well, if he just fucking disappeared, isn't that like a Nosferatu thing? Don't they just disappear?
No, I mean, wait, how do you know he used your stuff on me?
I checked. Only thing.
He looks a little suspicious now.
Look, I do not. I don't like invading other Carthians' privacy. I, under most circumstances, try to keep my own paranoia to myself. But this was something that I needed to confirm to have a better idea of the suspect. I am sorry for breaching your own privacy in that way.
Hmm.
Trust me, it's very difficult to figure out if people have used this discipline on people. Very few ways to find out. But at least knowing that that's what he did is better than nothing.
Anything else? Oh, sorry. Anything else? You're gonna ask, but not ask me?
No, that was it. I promise I didn't look for anything else. But we'll actually try to convince him of this. If I can roll dice. That's the thing.
Roll me manipulation persuasion.
Does my specialty and see it my way of play? Or not, it's something like that.
Yes. You do have ample justification for using this ability, and it is a fair perspective.
Yeah.
And if we find out he's lying to you, then I'll punch him in the face.
Yeah, I've been told I have a very punchable face.
Ali is now on her third cigarette at least.
Oh, God
to
damn
force
it.
Frogwares to deliver a new master version
Audrey
of
is
the game
over in
through
the
the
corner
use
with
of their
Ali
lawyers.
and, like,
The
borrowing
French
one of Ali's
justice
hands,
refused
like,
Necken's
counting on her
demands
fingers,
twice,
being like,
first in July
"How many fucking
2020 and
Alycat
then
are
in
in the
October
city?"
2020 during
Wait,
an appeal.
can I add
The
my
final
Carthian
decision
status to
on
this
whether
or not?
Frogwares is obligated to deliver the Steam version that Necken is
That's an important
demanding is
question.
still set to be
I
judged
keep
in a trial court in the next months or even years. So on February 26, 2021, we discovered another
Or can I add Carthian status to the roll?
Yes.
Fantastic. And it doesn't stack with city status, right? Just one or the other?
One or the other.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, then it'd be Carthian status here. I got a success. One whole success.
Long live that status.
Yeah.
Ben actually tell about the kind of like spider magic thing.
Yeah, he'd be
Okay.
bringing all that up. Yeah.
As he's doing the entire questioning and persuading Ali's just gonna walk over to the car and see if she can find anything, because ultimately if this is a prepared ritual or something like that, then maybe there are signs in the car. No?
Yeah.
You know, like a squished spider or an occult symbol or something like that.
No occult reagents that you can see within the vehicle.
I mean, first answer Ben, because he actually did the roll. I still have to do a roll.
Yeah.
If you allow me to.
Yeah. How does the friend react?
You got
Got a success.
you convince him of your good intent.
Yeah.
He cools down a little bit. Bit more trusting. Not
Yeah.
not entirely trusting. But he at least accepts your point of view.
Yeah. Well, and hopefully knowing, at least having a good idea of what a clan is, and that should help you kick his shit in later. I'll shrug.
Yeah. Maybe. I should get out of here.
Yeah.
I need to get a new fucking car.
And I make my roll now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roll?
For searching the vehicle.
Ah.
With plus composure. Trained observer applies.
Yeah.
Hell
That
yeah.
one.
That's what Alycat and Ben both are good at, seeing things.
I mean, you probably a bit more than me.
You have trained observer higher than Ben. You can swing hard on the trained observer. Ben only has the 9 again on it. You have 8 again.
I have 2 successes.
Yeah.
Need more dice for this. So are you thinking, or are you not paying attention?
Chris just goes quiet sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
You don't find anything in the vehicle. Nothing that would seem out of place, at least. Shards of glass. Some tools in a glove box. That sort of thing.
Okay.
No occult reagents. No signs of foul play.
Yeah, I'll be back in 1 second.
So it didn't appear there was anything inside the vehicle. that directly led to the crash.
Okay. There's also not like tool that has like a weird marking on it or something like that.
Again, nothing occult. Completely void of that completely void of that sort of thing.
There's a feeling I'm overlooking something. I don't know.
Given what you've seen, it's unlikely Karak was involved unless a piece of the vehicle or Villagers was taken
on the
prior
guy.
to the race, or on Villagers himself.
You know what? That will be something that Ali will ask Villagers. Did I now have his name correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, did you lose anything recently?
No, why?
Wondering. Anything got broken on the car before you started the race? Something small? No.
Nah, just had my goal working on it. Tuned it up for me before the race.
Were you there when the goal was working on it?
For the latter end. He was working on it in the evening before I got up.
So, I presume you know your cars, right?
Yeah, not as good as Foster, but yeah, I know him.
Just wondering, what exactly, like, I know this sound weird, like, but what exactly did the ghoul do? Like, what did he replace? What did he amp up? What did he take out? Like, did he do something to make the car lighter?
I'm just tuning up the engine, making sure the tyres were fit and pumped properly. Last minute stuff. Made sure nothing was loose or in disrepair. We weren't expecting anything like that, but you know, makes sense to double check.
I know, fair. So as far as you know, there hasn't been, like, you know, been a lucky charm yet hanging in your car, or I don't know.
Don't decorate my car with that tacky crap. Don't. Stupid.
I don't care what people do with their stuff.
Yeah.
Now I'm sad that Ben already stole his spirit touch. It's been interesting to ask the car if it missed anything.
Should we maybe go check out where that dude was sitting for a while? So Ben can go stare at it?
Yeah, probably. The street area, like, as far as I know, and Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but most blood magic has like rituals, right? Like, it's not just you poof and you do it. You need to have it prepared. Like, I think that's something that's in, like, you know, the Crone, but also with like the Ordo and such.
All blood sorcery is ritualistic.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of time. Sometimes it can be done within a span of a few seconds, depending on the ritual or the practitioner. Elders in particular are very skilled at casting rituals quickly, almost like they're just casting a standard spell. But most of the time rituals can take quite a while, particularly more elaborate esoteric rituals. They require specific sacrifices or setups, frameworks. As you say, you cannot just invoke a magic phrase. That can be the result of a ritual. Something that empowers you with a passive ability or effect. For example, You could, in theory, imbue yourself with the power to shoot lightning out of your hands. Now, that is a extreme and rather blunt example, but technically possible.
Enough.
Most rituals activate upon their conclusion. Well, in fact, all of them do. Very few rituals are, quote, hung or hanged.
So, somewhere around that area where the crush was, if this was indeed blood magic, you should find something related to a ritual. Now, it could be on the guy's person, of course. Could not find it, but it would be interesting to see the crash site, I guess.
Sorry, what was that?
I just said that, might be a chance that we find something of that ritual, like around the crash site. So it might be interesting to look at, but I don't know if that's back. Judging from the silence, I guess not.
Benji.
Oh, sorry, Saskia was doing nothing.
Saskia was doing boring shit. I'm not paying attention to it anyways. Gee, thanks.
Saskia was asking if you'd like to go to the crash site.
Yeah. Sorry, it was just super buddy. Before that, though, Ben will go to Father. I have a better idea of who did the deed, as it were.
Alright, what are we looking at here?
I remember back when I was rambling about how this guy who sent me a text, and it was basically the reason why we were able to break into the shard.
That was a long fucking time ago, mate.
Okay, we keep cutting out.
Oh no. Audrey.
Yes.
You wanna do something?
I could. Before we left, Audrey was gonna ask Foster, be like, so, do you know this crazy lady named Nanette?
You know what? I'll answer that question as soon as Ben's answered Foster's.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I think connects. There we go. Sorry, my internet's being wonky, so I swapped over to my phone.
That's fine.
Yeah, sorry, what was Foster saying?
He asked you what we're looking at here. And then
remember...
he said in response to your text to the guy who gave you the text, "I'll be breaking into the shard," he said that was a long fucking time ago, mate.
No, I know, but through my spirit's touching of that object and the description of the man, both given to me by touching the car and talking with I'm bad with names. I'm bad with pronouncing things, Foster. The man. It seems to be the same guy. I'm not entirely sure, because this is like mostly power of the blood corroborated by somebody else's experience, but that's who I'm expecting at the end of this. I just thought you should be aware.
Alright. I mean, I believe you, but you're gonna need some evidence to back up who it is.
Oh, no, of course. I just wanted to let you know what I was already thinking of.
That's a fucking weird coincidence.
It is a weird coincidence.
Why do you think they'd even do that? I mean, do you even know who they are?
Not really. It's not someone that I've heard of. I'm pretty sure. Ben hasn't heard of this, right? Because I know that you've told me out of character, Chris, who it was. Just want to double check.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah, I've never met him. Don't really know who he is.
Never heard or seen of him.
No. He also fits the description of a maquette. Like, heavily. Being able to outrun V-Man and just disappear. And then I'm pretty sure you heard my little back and forth with him. So.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense. Dude was able to escape Velagus, and well, he didn't look like he had acid thrown on his face, so that may be why he was wearing the mask though, so
it could be.
It makes sense.
I'm not sure how he caused the car crash though. Because I don't think...
It could be someone else.
It could be somebody else.
He could just be a messenger boy or something, I don't know. I mean, I'm just spitballing,
Yeah.
I don't know shit.
I mean, that's fair.
All I know is that the car crash made no fucking sense.
Yeah, it was somebody's kindred power. Whatever was emblematic of the power was a spider, and like webs.
Yeah. Well, there are a few scholars in this city. Know more about bloodlines and powers and stuff and magic and all that shit.
Yeah, that'd be another good stop.
Sanctified has a librarian called, what's her name? God damn it. Briella, I think that was her name, Briella Pumpkin. She knows her stuff. There's a few others. He's the one that comes to mind now.
Oh, it's fair enough. I will look around and do my own research.
Another woman called Lovell. She's a crone.
Okay.
And of course you got half a fucking Auto, but you know, it's kind of a whole wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Anyway, Audrey, ask a question.
Okay. Okay, don't pressure me, Chris. God.
Intense Wooloos.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I don't know. As Ben is talking, Audrey's just gonna go be cheeky and like go rest a very tall arm up on Ben's shoulder because he's way taller than she is, and be like, "So speaking of all your weird maquette stuff, who's the crazy lady Nanette?"
I have no idea who she is.
Oh fuck. Yeah, crazy's the right word for her.
Yeah, she's weird. She planted some letter on, I don't know, some Ordo dude. Then he frenzied in Elysium. It's a fun time.
I heard about that. So that's her.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
No. Her little messenger was Isabel. Went to hide behind the queen.
Yeah, fucking serves that right.
That was amusing.
Yeah, it's nice when we're not the butt of every joke for once.
Yeah. I think the best part.
You guys aren't.
Oh, don't ruin this fucking moment for me, Alycat. Jesus.
God.
Own idiots.
I almost had that letter, but I had to take care of football. Damn shame. He'll smile at Alycat.
Kind of grunts.
Oh, what?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's Alycat's friend. Special Alycat friend.
Right. But yeah, and then she, well, I guess she's a scholar herself. Focuses on things. A bit other than kindred, though. But if it's Maquette-related stuff you're after, she knows her stuff. I don't know her super well. She, well, she's a very spiritual person, I guess we could say. And, I'm not really about that.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not either. Yeah.
She accused me of being an agent of chaos.
Oh, I don't think that's an accusation. I think that's a compliment.
Sad Audrey face.
Also, it wasn't Nanette who did that. It was actually, Hartwell.
Oh, okay.
Nanette said, said quite different things. Was a bit less esoteric about it, although she was pretty enigmatic.
Yeah, she was more about like you will be there to watch the wreckage, something like that. Possibly of your own design, possibly not.
And no, Maquette watched David do, my friend.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I didn't like it. She just kind of crosses her arms.
Whatever.
I think that's her whole thing. I think deep down she just wants to be a Nosferatu. Everyone thinks she's a creep. She might even be one. She does have a habit of disrupting things. Very, yeah, I guess disrupt is a good word for her. Me and her have struck, well, me and the Carthians have struck common ground before. Although, she tends to, keep her motives to herself. Talks about snakes and set a lot as well.
Yeah, she had one of those weird creature.
Nasty fucking thing.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's pretty weird for a Maquette to have a familiar, I have to say.
Yeah.
But she, for whatever reason, she seems to have one. But yeah, she'd probably have some answers for you.
Yeah.
And we're on better terms than most. I don't really care much for Set or whatever his whole deal's about. No gods, no kings and all that. But, she wouldn't be your worst option.
Yeah.
Assuming she's not involved.
Yeah, so she's not involved. I also did sell her out to Hotwell. That was funny. I think it worked out for them, though. They didn't start shooting fireballs at each other in Elysium, so... You know.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, this is the sort of thing she would be involved in. But I'm pretty sure I don't even know half of the stuff she's gone and fucked with, so...
Yeah.
All I know is she's a bit loose in the head, and has a thing for snakes and Egyptian gods.
Fair enough.
But yeah, check her out if you're so inclined.
Yeah. Alright. Well, Alycat had a good idea, which is to check out the car crash site, so... Should probably get on that. Yep. Then we'll do Benji things.
Alright. Then what we'll do for this is we'll fast forward this scene briefly as you and Foster, you'll part ways.
Yeah.
Bye, Dad.
Fuck off.
Hey, Foster.
Yeah.
And the cigars you're smoking, by the way.
Pardon?
What brand of cigars are you smoking, by the way?
I'm looking it up.
I mean, you could just say brand, like...
He just says Davidoff.
Gotta try them sometimes, I guess. I think too fancy for cigarettes. She lights another cigarette.
Alright. So you all travel down to the crash site.
Yep.
The damage has been repaired by the authorities, by and large. Although there's still evidence that there was an accident here.
Yeah.
The road is cold and lonely, and there are a few cars travelling down it at this time of night.
Mm-hmm.
The street light that was once where the car crashed has been removed. It has not yet been replaced. There is a bench
Interesting.
sitting beneath another light.
Mm-hmm.
Just on its lonesome.
Yeah. Could Ben look around to see if anything was left?
I also want to start searching.
There
Doing
are
searchy boy.
some small fragments of the car, but very little. So you want to make me that Spirit's Touch roll on the bench?
Yeah, Spirit's Touch on the bench. This one will
Audrey's
cost me a
gonna
blood.
sit on the bench.
God, now you fucked it up!
She's gonna sit on the bench and just cross her legs and just stare at Ben while he stares at the bench.
Stares at the bench.
Just to make him uncomfortable.
Stares at the bench. 5 successes! Why am I good at this?
Because you made yourself good at this.
Right, but I was good at the other thing, and I did not get 5 successes.
Eh.
So anything I have to do with this bench, expert. Expert at bench.
I'm hobo farted on it.
Bench expert. It's the wood. What wood is it made out of?
Does that make you bench smith now?
Yeah.
Joke's on you, it's made of metal.
Oh wait, since is this a new scene to constitute Spirit's Touch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I'm
You
trying
can
to.
use Spirit's Touch on an object once per scene, so you can use Spirit's Touch on multiple objects, but you can't repeat the use of Spirit's Touch on the same object.
Okay, misread it. Fair enough. Anyways, 5 successes.
You just like saying that, don't you?
For me saying 5 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So first question. What was the last emotion associated with this bench? Or what was the emotion associated with the bench at the time of the car crash? There we go. That's more specific.
But
I was
you're
gonna
gonna get
say.
Audrey staring at you, being curious.
Nah.
Ben trying to know what the bench was feeling.
You hear a foot tapping on the pavement. A man in a long coat sitting on a bench, waiting in anticipation.
Bench with no. I have such a good pool for this, and it's like a question's worst. So I was trying to think of some good questions. That's all for the bench. So dude's just waiting in anticipation. So dude is definitely aware.
You don't need to use up all your questions, if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm assuming if I were to ask who last
guys,
touched
after
this
here,
slash
we'll do
owned
another
this, I would
Sub-Four
just see
speedrun.
the man.
No, you would see the daylight.
Oh.
2 mortals of middle age sitting down on it.
Oh, that's nice.
Hmm.
Good for them.
Aww.
Hopefully I do not rock strike.
That's fine. I'll just sit on you until you're done.
Yeah, that's fair. It'd be hard to stop Ben once he's captured.
The site if you're interested in seeing the leaderboards or even participating in speedruns yourself. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna un-auspex the thing. Don't think there's much else. Actually, would the bench have caught like the voice on the other end of the phone? Bench would have known that. That's not a bench question, isn't it?
No.
No,
That'd be a
yeah.
phone question.
That'd be a phone. Yeah, that's fair. That is entirely fair. Ben then will just pull away from the auspex.
Hey guys, Zephyr here, and welcome to
Wow,
another
dude was definitely waiting for him to crash. Which isn't surprising to anybody, but it's at least some sort of confirmation.
You sure
Granted,
he
that
was
implies
waiting
that.
for the crash, though?
What else would he be waiting for?
Was he
I
waiting
know
for
it's a race. Like, people watch the race from all places.
That's true. Was he
Saying
waiting
that there
for...
could be more things.
I mean, that's fair, but that's not a bench question. Ben will go into the alleyway and see if there's any other signs there.
Nothing that you can see.
Rip.
You can see a dumpster or a few bins that look heavily dented.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all.
Mm.
Like somebody punched them or just struck them with some blunt metal object like a hammer or
Mm-hmm.
like a hammer or a car jack or something in that description. Crowbar.
Baseball bat.
Or a fist.
Or a fist. Yeah. Ben will leave the alleyway, frustrated.
By the way, Chris, you said that street lamp that he crashed against was removed, right? But it hasn't been replaced yet.
Nope.
I would search specifically around that area, because if the car was made to crash into the street lamp, maybe the street lamp could have been part of the ritual. I don't know.
I will give you this for free. There is nothing there that would indicate the lamppost was in any way involved in a ritual.
Ben will think, it was like, when I have like police contacts, I could probably ask, like, hey, what happened here? Get the official statement, see if that gets us anywhere. It also might be a terrible idea.
Let me open a certain book.
Hey, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like the trash or anything has been picked up by any of like the public service works in this area?
Yeah, they've come through every now and again.
Okay.
Is Audrey going to be a good Samaritan?
No, yeah, she's gonna go digging through the trash to see if there might have been something in there to help you guys.
Jesus.
What? I mean, it could have been a burner phone for all we know.
True.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, can I rummage through the garbage to see if there's anything of the sort there, since I saw what the phone looks like?
Actually, you know what? It's only been a day, so actually, to be fair, the waste disposal wouldn't have come through yet, so you can rummage through the trash. It doesn't actually make sense that they would still be there.
Rummaging through the trash.
Unfortunately, you don't find anything in the trash. You are now covered in trash.
Ben will dust himself off.
It strikes you as unlikely that the assailant would have left their phone in the alleyway they were escaping to.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's worth a try.
Yeah.
I saw it on one of those TV shows that are on late at night while you're sleeping.
Ben just squints. Squints. Big squint.
You mean late during the morning?
Okay, the sun wasn't technically up yet. Ben's an early sleeper.
And go bed.
It's true.
Hides in his nest of blankets.
So
I mean, I could try this. If you want to, Allie will look at Ben and Audrey. I could try and, my one tiny little magic trick that I can do.
Yeah, that might not be a terrible idea.
Audrey just claps her hands together like a magic trick.
Yeah. Not really good at it though, but I can try.
It's better than whatever Ben's been doing.
Yes and no.
So we're clearly dealing with somebody who doesn't wish to be seen by the avenues that he knows, and probably taking a different approach is probably a good idea.
Okay. You know what? They were rummaging through the garbage anyway. Can Allie find a thrown away, because I feel this really fits Allie, like a thrown away can of Coke or something like that. No, just an empty can. Or even one of those boxes that you put a burger in. Something that you can use as a bowl.
You got like a weed bowl.
I know, Chris is not answering. Chris!
I just did the torch.
Listen.
So yeah, you yeah, the components for the ritual aren't really here. You'd probably need to go back and actually get something to feel like.
Oh. That's what I'm asking. Can I find an empty Coke can or something?
Want to do some good old-fashioned gutter magic? Nice.
Yeah. It doesn't specifically say that it needs to be it just says spills her blood into a vessel, basin, a cup, anything that can hold it. So, one of those burger boxes can hold my blood. If I cut open an empty Coke can or something, or a beer can, that'll be able to hold my blood.
If you really need a bowl, Audrey will just cup her hands together.
So, yeah, there's a disused Coke can in the trash that you can use. You can put your hand on it if you like.
Yeah.
Give yourself tetanus. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Ellie does have a pocket knife or something, So she just kind of cuts open the can, then cuts open her hand. She will make sure there's no one around, because it's kind of I'm just gonna cut open my hand and bleed in this hey.
We're in a shady ass alleyway, we're probably fine.
Yeah, probably, but hey, you never know.
Yeah.
So, make me
Well,
manipulation plus occult plus
investigation.
crack roll.
Oh, wits plus investigation plus crook.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I literally have it open.
No.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So,
It's a cult. No, I'm cool with it.
it's
The same dice pool, really. It doesn't really matter.
because what you do is you do not roll wits plus investigation plus crack yet. What you do is you roll manipulation plus occult plus crack, which triggers the ritual. Then you roll to interpret it.
Okay. This is going to be the part that's going to take a while. Actually, all the dice rolls are going to take a while.
Yeah, you'll need a place to maybe do this where you're not being immediately observed. Because if someone does drive down the road or someone does pass by, this will look very awkward and very strange.
Creepy
Only a
alleyway,
little
anyone?
bit.
Creepy. I mean, we could just go back to
The
Ben's
alleyway.
apartment, and then that way Alycat doesn't need to cut herself on a rusty Coke.
Look, I appreciate the style. The gutter magic aspect is cool.
Cute.
No, it is cool. we can go back to Ben's apartment, but we still use the rusty Coke can. Or Audrey's flat, the other. Or wait, does Alycat have a haven? If that's closer?
Yeah, she does.
I was
Go
gonna
to
say,
one of our-
She has a nice little house with a backyard, so that she can have, so that Pitbull can have a space, you know.
For his golden years.
I mean, she got it when basically Allie didn't have a haven until she got the bunny. Then she realized the bunny couldn't sink underneath the ground for the day. So she was like, "Shit! Now I actually need a place to stay." So
Rip.
Bull is the reason why she got a haven back.
aw.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
like could go anywhere. Like
Yeah.
which place would be closest? I don't know.
Where are we?
Where are we, Chris?
Where are we, Chris? Like, how close
Wait.
would each haven be?
Who lives closest?
You're in Hillingdon,
Because we're in Hillingdon.
westernmost side of London.
Okay.
I'm in Fulham, I believe.
I know I'm in Richmond upon Thames, I'm pretty sure.
No clue which is closest.
Hold on, let's pull the map of London.
Yeah, I'm working on it as well.
in Foster territory, wherever that is.
Yeah, so you're in Elings.
Yeah, which I think is the closest.
Let's see. Working on the London map. My computer is not working along. Computer sucks. Here we go. Okay. So, Hillingdon?
Yeah.
Hillingdon. Hillingdon. Here we go. Where is that?
Technically,
Oh, okay. I see Richmond Hounslow. Where was I?
I think
Right.
I,
Looking for Hillingdon.
I'm just trying to determine where I live.
I think you said Hounslow, right?
You live in Hounslow.
I live in Hounslow. That's like right next to it.
Hell. I cannot find
underneath.
Hillingdon. Hounslow, Weybridge. Just blind.
If you have Hounslow and then you see Heathrow Airport and then Hillingdon is above it.
Oh yeah, because there's Twickenham.
Mhm.
You're all very
Then there's.
perfectly close to this. Like Hounslow,
Still can't find
Ealing, and Richmond are all close.
I found Richmond.
Richmond is.
so we're going
Yeah.
west, not east.
You're not going west. I'll
Yeah.
take you out.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, there's Staines up on Thames over there. Where the fuck is Richmond up on Thames?
Look, I'm just gonna make an executive
Uh-huh.
call and say you're going to Ealing.
Then where the fuck
Richmond is
Ealing?
next. If you have Hounslow, Richmond like
Guys,
right
guys.
to it.
I'm going to make an executive call and say you're going to Ealing, where Audrey lives. There you go.
Yeah.
Sure, that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's there. Actually, Hounslow is closer, but I'm cool with going to Ealing. Like I
Where
don't
the
care.
fuck is Ealing? You're
Ealing
looking
is
at
north
this
of
map.
Richmond.
It's north of Richmond.
Yes.
Okay, there's Ealing. Okay, I hate this map.
It's east of Hillingdon, west of Southall. I don't know, it's east of Hillingdon, east of Southall, west of Kensington.
Yeah.
North of
Where-
Hounslow and Twickenham.
It's
still can't-
northeast of Hounslow, where Hillingdon is northwest of Hounslow.
Anyway, Alycat.
We're going to Ealing.
Please roll Alycat.
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
Audrey, describe your apartment.
Well, you see, it's a like a 1-bedroom flat. It's not shabby, but it's also not amazing. Because Audrey has a lot of money, surprisingly. Because she's a good mechanic. And so yeah, it's nice. It's got like it's got real plates and bowls and things, like fake fruit. So it looks like someone actually lives there and uses it like a mortal, but it's got like a soft couch, like a TV, a laptop thing, like your generic college student looking things.
It's like Ben's apartment, but nicer.
Yeah. Don't worry, she's been sneak moving stuff into Ben's apartment to make his apartment nicer. But yeah, she'll go pull out like a nice like fake porcelain bowl and like a knife, like a butter knife or something and just, or not a butter knife, I guess, like a steak
I was
knife.
gonna say, ow!
Hand it, not a butter knife, but like a steak knife or a cutting, like a cooking knife, and hand it to Allie and be like, here. You know, there's a sink over there when you're done. Brings over like a hand towel or something.
Like how you rolled 4 but got 5 successes. What a gig
Right?
it's had. Yeah.
It's like, I'm not good at this roll. Oh, 5 successes. God damn it. Yeah, I actually pulled it off in like one smooth swing.
He's just still trying to figure out how the hell London is laid out. Irritated, needing to figure out how this place is laid out.
Oh, God.
God, you've done, Chris.
Chris is probably like muting himself, just cursing us out, being like, God damn it, you fucking Americans.
So,
Hey.
I meant towards
you?
or towards us.
FYI, Alycat is American. Lol.
Excuse you?
Teehee. So Alycat, you get 5 successes on your roll. You get an exceptional success. So, this triggers the ritual. You'll also gain a rapture condition.
What? Why?
It's a positive condition.
Oh, okay.
It's when you get an exceptional success on a correct check, you get the raptured condition. I think. 1 second.
I'm used to hearing the word condition and then a lot of shit follows.
And that's because that's usually what happens. Oh, you know, you get ecstatic. Raptured is for Theban sorcery.
Yeah, that makes it a whole lot better.
Oh, so you can feed as though your blood potency were 3 dots less than your rating. And you get a +2 dice bonus to avoid frenzy.
Okay.
It is resolved by feeding, sleeping, or resisting a frenzy check, so it will last until the end of the night.
Nice. I suppose. I don't think it's really going to be helpful, but cool.
You see... a vision of the Carthian symbol. The T-shaped looking sword almost. That the movement is known for.
Anyway, you guys have to pay attention as well because my brain is fucked at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this vision, however, it is almost like a track. You see cars and a bike racing across its outline. You hear the crash as one of the lights go dim. And the symbol cracks just slightly, a little bit. But then the crack extends a little bit more. You hear the sounds of a guillotine as the crack extends. You hear accusations. of foul play, of nepotism even, as the crack extends a little bit further. And eventually, the blade has truly become brittle. And as you pull out from the vision, you see it hanging from a red webbed strand. A spider looking down upon it. Your vision ends. Roll me wits plus investigation plus correct to interpret the vision.
We believe in the Saskia. I believe.
See, you got the exceptional success because of Wooloo. You should be grateful to the Wooloo. He being helpful.
The Wooloo right now.
Chris just is. Chris cannot prosper the world. I believe in the Alycat. I believe.
Oh wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Wow! I told you, I don't have a brain anymore.
Oh,
I mean...
good.
That's good. That's very good.
I mean, for Carthian doing their magic trick is like, what?
So for every success, you may ask me a single one-sentence question about the vision.
It's a spider.
Given the red strand and the Carthian movement's kindred nature, you believe it is likely a kindred. Whether it is the true mastermind behind this incident, you're not quite sure. But given the direct connection, you think it's the one that caused it? Maybe not the one that organized it, if there was organization. It is definitely the next link in the proverbial chain.
What is the name of the person who ate the first crack?
I can't answer that.
Ah!
Your vision did not include that, so I can't actually give you a name. It allows you to interpret the vision. It's not like all specs where you just gain spontaneous insight.
That's fair, that's fair. To think, because like Ali already said, there were 3 reasons potentially why this crash happened, and one of them was to discredit what's his face, Buster, which fits in with the entire, you know, wanting to crack down on the Carthians thing. Also fits in with all the things that have been happening so far. people getting driven out of their haven and whatnot. I'm trying to think what more needs to be explained, because I currently don't really see it.
Maybe why do this?
Yeah. Why is this happening? Is that a valid question?
This is the army that will blaze our path to redemption.
Or why does the spider?
To engage, I will be forced to destroy your entire
Yeah.
fleet.
Something like that.
I'm going to give you one chance to surrender. Sincerely, General Elizabeth Blythe, the true heir of Earth's legacy.
The spider's intent appears to be malicious towards the Carthians. There is but not The spider does not look upon the blade with open malice. It is not the way in which you've seen the spider act towards the blade or the movement symbol. Does not seem to indicate emotion or anger or hatred or anything like that. It is almost as it is very much with its strand. It has bound it, and these cracks have weakened it. You could even say divided it. But the spider has not done anything itself. It has not lunged upon the blade. It has not attempted to consume it or anything. So it does not appear that their intent for the movement is to destroy the movement. But it does appear to be to weaken it in some way. To divide it.
Yeah.
P.S. In case I didn't make this perfectly clear, get fucked.
Is this the only strand I see, or do I see? Does the spider only target the Carthian? Or do I see like strands going off? Ooh, this is that I probably cannot see in my vision.
You only see the Carthian movement symbol.
Okay.
You shoot. Let's show these Robo cunts a good time.
You are officially ready to start some shit.
Any recognizable symbols on the spider?
You do see a symbol on its abdomen, actually.
Ooh.
I'm actually going to see if I can find it for you. It's not actually easy to go get.
For for cinematic effects, and well, you're looking up this thing. Ellie is getting this vision. She will draw the symbol with her own blood on the table.
Yeah, you're in a trance right now. So you sort of do this while you're in the middle of your trance. It's sort of almost like what you call automatic writing. It looks like she's possessed, but her body is moving anyway.
Audrey will take a picture of it on her phone. Make a sad face. Be like, man, clean lady just came by a couple days ago.
It looks like this, Alycat. Oh.
We lost the Benji.
He'll be back in a second.
Yeah.
There he is.
Deep.
Come on, here we go. There we go. That is what it looks like. That is the best image I could find, unfortunately.
Okay. I mean, you could have just posted it in the what you see thing, because I'm drawing it on the table.
Yes, what is your cross rating?
Because
if
I mean,
you
my
fail,
crafts rating.
I will personally, after this
Okay.
scene, make a version of the symbol in MS Paint and send it to you.
Okay, do you want me to roll my crafts?
Yeah, roll me your crafts. If you do not have crafts, it is -1 dice.
I do have crafts.
You do?
Yeah, duh.
Okay, so it is Dex plus crafts.
I believe in Saskia.
And I'll say I'll give you +1 dice because you're in a vision and you're in a trance. So your craftsmanship is actually sort of unnaturally accurate because your magic is guiding you. It's literally guiding your hand.
2 successes.
Hey.
Okay, so
Saskia is out here doing the whole scene.
yeah, it is.
Excuse you, Mr. Spirit Touching Auspexiing thing. Yeah, I would run away.
Oh dear.
Do the one vision, Oh, I'm not doing the entire scene. What do you mean?
What did I do? I confirmed things you already.
You fucking spirit touched.
Hey.
Aura sighted.
Alright, class, no fighting.
Getting the spicy information.
Alright, this is what you see.
Yeah, you can spirit touch that, Ben. You can find out things that I can't in a vision.
Spirit touch the piece of paper and then have a riveting vision of you drawing.
Yeah, as you can both tell, it looks vaguely like the symbol of the Invictus, but it is markedly different.
So, as Saskia finishes, or as Alycat finishes drawing this in her blood, Audrey's gonna snap a picture and send it to Foster. And be like, yo, this is our group.
Foster already in your apartment.
If she texts it to him.
I thought you could go away from there.
He just comes knocking on the door.
He texts back saying, he texts back saying, looks like the symbol of the establishment.
Who the fuck?
The establishment, the man, you know? Question mark.
She just hands the phone to Ben.
Ben, you know these are all references. These are all well-known sort of masquerade-safe nicknames for the Invictus.
Yeah, it's he's talking about the Invictus.
She just kind of face palms like, oh.
I thought the eye gave it away.
It's similar to how the Carthians are sometimes called the Revolution and stuff like that. It's a way to talk about different sects in a masquerade safe way.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's the man.
They're literally called the man in the book. It's pretty cool.
The man.
But yeah. He does say it looks different, so it's clearly not the Invictus symbol, but it looks like it. And obviously people who've seen the Invictus symbol before will know that it really does. Like, the sort of backdrop is the same, like the fact that it looks a bit like a chess rook.
Mm-hmm.
The weird arrows. Are also part of the Invictus symbol, but where there'd normally be a skull and a laurel. There is instead these webs and two rather sinister looking eyes gazing out into you.
As soon as Alycat is out of her trance there, Audrey will look at both of them and be like, so do we think it might be like a subsect of the Invictus? Like, we have the guillotines in the Carthians? that was a reaction.
He understands, and then he's like, oh no, I've been compromised, obfuscate. Yeah, none of you have ever seen this symbol before. Like, it has clear resemblances to the Invictus, but is also not the Invictus symbol.
Is there a check that can be made to try and ascertain its origin, or?
No, because you've never seen it before, you just don't know what it is.
You just don't know what it is? Okay, fair. But then we'll...
Like, you can make me an intelligence politics check to sort of make some deductions, or an investigation check, but outside of that, you wouldn't be able to tell, like, what organization it is, for example, because, again, you've just never seen it before.
No, that's fair. Any information is good information at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I botch or something. Is there any difference between using investigation or politics, or?
Not really, it's just personal preference.
Alright, we'll use investigation. Obviously my specialty in scene of the crime will not apply. And you said it's intelligence, right?
Yep.
Oh, this roll gets the 9 again quality. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, pretty.
Roll 9 again. Ooh, no success. Okay, that's something.
Try and add a little bit to those successes. Intelligence, investigation, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not my greatest dice pool, but then again, I don't really have big dice pools.
Yeah.
Not a big poolie.
You have a big, like, soak pool and brawl pool.
That's true. I do have those. Nah, Ali is just properly out of it, probably. Still spacing a little bit.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
It might be worth mentioning, one of the boons I took for the race.
Cat, hold on. My computer's just not like in Discord right now. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me a second. Let me see if I can just close some stuff out.
Chris? Chris?
Yeah.
This Azariah still in London?
Yeah, he is. He works in Tower Hamlets. He's the right-hand man of Baroness Paquette.
No, Ali will say, I think I still have some of a friend in the Invictus. We can also ask him if he knows something.
Probably be better than burning my boon with the Archon.
What's the Archon that owes you the boon?
Austin Markham?
Oh, Markham, yeah.
Mhm.
I need to put that in your blue book.
Yeah, I can do it real fast.
Yeah, just order for it, because I think you got two bins, because I think
Mhm.
Foster was like, I'm taking one.
Mhm. Thanks, Allie.
What did I do?
You got us caught.
I got you caught. Now, this is my cough. See, there he goes. He listens.
As you can see, this is the kind of girl we want on our team.
This was internet in his room.
Yeah, I feel bad. It's not like, oh. Ali will send a quick text to Azariah.
We're gonna need a whole lot more than that to take on the Imperium. So, I take it you like what we've done with the place? You have any idea how dangerous this is?
What in the history
Lose him forever?
are those things?
No, he's coming back online. I'm telling him to get on his bed, because for some reason the Wi-Fi on his bed works better than anywhere else. I don't understand why, but like anytime he sits on his bed with his laptop, he's fine. Anytime he moves anywhere else in his room, the internet's fucked.
Never ever do scenes again in my bed. That's it's too poor results. Really of me sleeping.
Wake the fuck up, Captain. We have
So we think the Invictus fuckheads are behind this now. And that would make sense because doesn't Stanford hate us?
Okay, I'm back.
Stanford doesn't hate us.
Okay, so anyways, what did I miss?
I told you guys I had a boon with one of the Archons. Allie sent one of her Invictus friends a text message.
One of my I only have one Invictus friend.
Well,
I
I don't
saved
know
his
that.
ass.
So what
I
do
mean,
you,
it's-
what do you send him a text, or do you send him...
Basically, first just ask if he's available for texting. Like, hey, what's up?
You text back, it's been a very long time.
It's been a while. How you been?
Well, dot, and you, question mark.
Amazing. What?
God.
She'll ask him, hey, I have this symbol that I found somewhere, and I think it is connected to your group. It's not like I don't send it yet. It's like he's first gonna ask if he wants to look into it.
He responds, I still owe you that favor.
And she's gonna send him the pic.
So
you send a vaguely, the image of a vague Invictus-looking symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Crudely drawn, but clear enough to make out.
So
probably over Audrey's entire table.
yeah, after we've got images of the blood drawings, she's gonna make Ben take one with his phone, and if he won't, she'll take his phone and take a picture with it. And then she's gonna wipe off her table and we're gonna drive to someone else's house. She's been taking notes from Ben. She's paranoid.
You can go to Alycat's house. We've already been to Ben's house.
Or at least we could get in Audrey's car and drive around, because Audrey's car is also going to be sunproofed.
I mean, can go to Ali's house. That's fine.
Yeah.
Ali's never been in Ben's house.
Yeah, you have. There was that one scene where you're in his apartment.
Oh right, yeah, I have.
Yeah, you've been in his house.
Okay,
Either way,
well,
we're going to change the locations, because now that we've sent out these images, they're going to be traced back to the cell phone tower near Audrey's house.
mm,
And I don't want to burn a safe haven.
that's fair.
That's when it's like, hey, do you guys want to meet up? And then just do it like that.
I'm getting very lost in where everybody is, so I'm just going to go back to Alycat's text. He will send a response, and he says, "That's interesting. Dot. How/where did you find this?"
I ate a bird and it told me.
You get a response saying, "Be real with me here."
I'm grown now. I can do things. I don't know how I found it. What is it?
I was going to ask because normally they wouldn't let something like this be found. He sends another text just below that one. It looks like you might have a lynx on your tail.
She will show that text to everyone else. Is like,
We have a lynx, like the cat.
Yeah.
You know, Ali's gonna send a text back. Is it safe to ask for more explanations, or do we need to meet somewhere?
Already playing fast and loose here. If you want more info, we'll need to meet up. Not safe over the phone.
Let me know where and when.
We can meet tomorrow night.
Eat.
11:30. My old police station.
She'll just send a thumbs up back.
Good. Be careful. They're observant.
Another thumbs up.
You get no response after that.
Ben will look over. Well, that makes sense.
Well, at least we have a little bit more answers now. We now know that this wasn't necessarily a target attack on that dude. Or on the race.
No, but the man historically has targeted the Carthians.
Yeah. This wasn't meant as a personal attack. Meant as an attack on the Carthians.
Yeah.
I think Foster needs to know this.
Already way ahead of you.
Oh, I mean, if the cracks are the fact that because of this and because of maybe other things trying to sow discord amongst the Carthians, it is important that we somehow keep unity.
Well, man seems to be the man. And I think everybody in the Carthians can agree that the man sucks.
I mean, even outside of the Carthians, I agree. However, I don't want this to turn into, Civil War Part 2, because
It'd be
I don't know.
part 3. Well, I will say that Hugh Chow has at least admitted to being like, we can't do what we were doing again. I think that's understood between the Carthians, that we can't just stand by and let ourselves get stepped on by this man.
Agree, but it's the case of hashtag not all. Man.
Well, listen. I understand that there is a difference. This person seems has a very particular interest in doing this.
Well, it's your guys' call, not mine, really. It's just my advice is.
No, I understand. It's just there needs to be a point in a message. It can't just be fend him off. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, at least we have something that we can, look into further.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
So, you guys do still have some investigations to do, although the scene has been going on for a while. So I'd suggest you decide between yourselves who is to investigate what issue, and maybe to see if you can set something up. A more centralized location, maybe. If you want to build up your investigation as investigators, having an actual firm or a place of business wouldn't be inappropriate. It would at least allow you to take on model cases as well.
Yeah.
Which, for the less wealthy among you, would actually be quite useful.
Ben just in the corner crying. Don't have money.
I'm supposed to be the counselor, yet I'm poor.
I'm poor. I'm poor.
I thought that's what your pet David was for.
Ben just goes to the Chav's like, Chav, can I have $20?
Chav is like,
Lord, if you guys need money.
Chav is like, I'm called Chav, you think I have $20?
Three.
Then he's like, I actually do. I owe my ass of $20, Lamau. What are you, poor?
Ben just crying. Ben with his one whole resource thought.
It's
I
okay.
actually have 3 from a certain other investigation a while ago.
So,
Is this
I
what we're
mean,
calling it?
I think
Yeah.
with this revelation, though, the blood-stained symbol on Audrey's table, the bloody eyes staring into all 3 of you, I think that would be a good place for us to end this scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
It wasn't me this time.
Did it on
Actually,
purpose?
I didn't actually go offline yet, so you both were in a good job.
I thought you
it's all
already
going
did
good,
it.
Excellent.
Thank you. I'm gonna mute. I'm just one second. I'm just gonna mute. There we go. Okay, Sassy, Alycat, you can remain unmuted. You're good. So, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, watching. We'll see you all next time.
Thank you all for following.
Oh my god, I can't. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.